Hi viewers, welcome back to our channel Make Math Easy. So in the last class we learned about why we have to use the reducible form, what is the need for us and what we are actually doing in the reducible form, right? So these points we discussed in our last class. In today's class we are going to see some more important and difficult models from the reducible form itself, and let us learn how to start thinking of these models first of all. Later we will think of how to proceed for the further solutions, right? So the important point that you have to notice here when it comes to the case of a reducible form, what we are actually doing is whenever you are seeing anything which is not linear and you have two equations, you are trying to convert them into the linear form, right? That's what you are trying to do. So in that process of converting the non-linear into linear, you can use any type of substitutions accordingly you can use, and then based on that substitution the equations will change, and later at the last you have to convert into the original question, right? That is what we learned in our reducible form. So let us see in today's class some another important models from the same reducible form itself. Let's see this question. Solve for x and y. 6 divided by x plus y minus is equal to 7 divided by x minus y plus 3. This is the first equation. And the second equation, 1 by 2 of x plus y is equal to 1 by 3 of x minus y. So obviously for this type of questions they will mention some conditions like x plus y should not be equal to 0, x minus y should not be equal to 0, like this they will give the condition. Reason is very simple. You might be aware that these terms are in the denominator, they should not be equal to 0 because it will result in infinity that we cannot place in an equation, right? Now let us see this question. If you just observe, the simple method to use the reducible form is whenever you are seeing the same terms which is repeating for more than one time, try to take it as a sum variable, right? Similarly here if you just observe, this something by x plus y is repeating in the first is existing in the first equation as well as in the second equation. So you just try to take that 1 by x plus y as in some another variable, something like a or b or p or q, it's up to you. So I am going to do that substitution. 1 plus x plus y I will take as a p, and another 1 by x minus y is equal to I will take as a q. And the simple point here, another reason why we are taking it as a some another variable, because we should find this x and y for the linear equation. But if you see the powers for this x and y, it is in the denominator it is 1, okay, but when it comes to the numerator it is whole power minus 1. So degree cannot be negative. This we already learned in our previous class 9 polynomials chapter. So this is the another reason what made me to go for this type of substitution. But once if I substitute these things, what will happen now? I will be getting 6p is equal to 7q plus 3. This is the first equation, and this 1 by x plus y only we replace as a p, so p by 2. 1 by x minus y is q, so it is q by 3. So from here I am getting p is equal to 2q by 3 or q is equal to 3p by 2. Anything you can take, it is up to you. Now if we just make use of this here, 6 into p can be replaced with 2q by 3 is equal to 7q plus 3. Simplified further, this is 2q, so 2 into 2q is 4q, 7q plus 3. I will be getting minus 3q is equal to 3, q is equal to minus 1. So you are getting q, so substitute here, that will give me p is equal to minus 2 by 3. So you got the values of p and q. So is it your final step? Obviously no. Why? Because the examiner, whoever is correcting your paper, he or she don't know what is this p and q, because in the exam paper they are given with only x and y, so you have to find for x and y. So this q is nothing but 1 by x minus y, which is equal to minus 1. P 1 by x plus y, which is equal to minus 2 by 3. Right? So simplify this further. From this I will be getting x minus y is equal to minus 1. From this x plus y is equal to minus 3 by 2. So you are getting now the equations in the form of x and y. Just a minute. Right. So x plus y is equal to minus 1 and x minus y equal to minus 1 and x plus y is equal to minus 3 by 2. So if I start solving these two by just adding means I will be getting 2x is equal to minus 5 by 2. From this x is equal to minus 5 by 4 I am getting. Because if I just add y term will get cancelled. You will be getting 2x is equal to minus 1 minus 3 by 2. That will give me minus 5 by 2. So if I resubstitute x with minus 5 by 4 here, I will be getting minus 5 by 4 plus 1 is equal to y. If you simplify this, I will be getting y is equal to minus 1 by 4. So the important point you have to notice when you are dealing with the reducible form is whatever is repeating for more number of times and which is not in the linear form, try to take it as some other variable. Just substitute those, you will be getting the equation, simplify that. At last resubstitute whatever variables you had taken. So P I will replace with 1 by x plus y, Q I will replace with 1 by x minus y. If you simplify it further, you will get x and y. And the question is in terms of x and y, so answer is also should be in terms of x and y. Right? This is how you have to simplify the equations of reducible form. Now let us see another question. Let's try to see this one now. Solve for x and y again. Xy divided by x plus y is equal to 1 by 5 and xy divided by x minus y is equal to 1 by 7. Right? Obviously they will give you condition here x should not be equal to y. Why? Because if x equal to y means this term will become something by 0. Okay. Now just observe here again same terms are repeating and also obviously this is not in the linear form because in the degree here numerator it is power 2. So if you just observe every time also the ground rule that you can remember whenever you are having the fraction, try to bring in numerator is having more number of terms compared to denominator. Why I am asking you to get the numerator more number of terms compared to denominator is, you just observe then you will understand. X plus y by xy, I am just taking the reciprocals. Even here also x minus y by xy is equal to 1 by 7. When you are able to get this form, what actually will happen is, you will have a scope of further simplifying like this. Is equal to 5 and this is x by xy minus y by xy. This is the advantage of having more number of terms in numerator than the denominator. Sorry, this will become 7. This will become 7. Right? So when you have this type of simplification, what you can do, x and x will get cancelled, 1 by y. Y and y will get cancelled, 1 by x is equal to 5. Even here x, 1 by y minus 1 by x is equal to 7. If you want, you can just take the equations directly and you can simplify it. Otherwise, again it is not in the linear form, so I will take 1 by x as a 1 by y as a b. This equation will become b plus a equal to 5. This equation will become b minus is equal to 7. So you will be getting 2b equal to 12, so b is equal to 6. If you resubstitute b is equal to 6 here, then you will be getting 6 plus a is equal to 5. So you will be getting a is equal to 6 minus 5, 1. So, but examiner don't know what is a and b. So what I have to do, b is nothing but 1 by y I had taken. So 6, I will be getting y is equal to 1 by 6. X, a is nothing but 1 by x I had taken. So x is equal to 1. So x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 1 by 6 are the solutions of this equation. So the point, these are some basic rules that you have to remember. Something like whenever you are seeing in the fraction, for sure that cannot be in the form of a linear equation. You have to convert them or reduce them into the linear form. whenever you are converting, try to look for numerator is having more number of terms compared to denominator. That will help you to arrive at the answer. And especially you should be careful when you are having this type of terms, uv, xy, these type of terms which is having a degree 2. So that itself are not representing the linear equation at all. So you have to be little bit careful when you are dealing with these terms. Okay. Let us see one more question now. Now see the next one. See this. 2 times of 3u minus v is equal to 5uv. 2 times of u plus 3v is equal to 5uv again. Right? You just observe this question. This is one important model. You see this is product uv whose degree will become 2. So this itself is not in the standard form, so we have to reduce it further. For that sake, what I will do, I will bring this uv to the left side. It will become 3u minus v by uv. I will keep 5 as it is. Similarly on this also, u plus 3v by uv is equal to 5. Now here you can observe numerator is having more number of terms compared to denominator. So what I will do, I will go for splitting it. So it will become 3u by uv minus v by uv is equal to 5, first one. This is 2 times of u by uv, 3v by uv is equal to 5. So if you do the further simplification here, u will get cancelled. So 3 by v minus v will get cancelled, 1 by u is equal to 5. 2 times of this will be 1 by v, this is v will get cancelled, 3 by u is equal to 5. So now the doubt comes here is whether we have to take 3 by v as a sum variable or 1 by v as a sum variable. So that's why I told you in the starting that whatever is repeating for more number of times, try to take it as a sum variable. See, in this 3 by v you are having 1 by v actually, right? So that means that 1 by v is only repeating for more number of times. So 1 by v I am taking as a 1 by u I will take as a b. So this first equation will become 2 times of 3b minus, 2 times of 3a minus b, because 1 by v I had taken as a. So this is equal to 5, and the second equation is 2 times of 1 by v means a, then 3b is equal to 5. Okay. So simplify this further by expanding. 6a minus 2b is equal to 5. 2a plus 6b is equal to 5. Now what I will do, I will just observe for the term where you are having the opposite sign, that will help me to cancel out. This is b minus, even this coefficient b is positive. So opposite signs are there. I will try to multiply the first equation with 3 so that I will be getting like this. Second equation will be as it is, 2a plus 6b is equal to 5. If you add these two directly, we will get cancellation. 20a is equal to 20. So we are getting a is equal to 1. So once if you are getting a is equal to 1, we can find b by substituting in this. So if I find a with 1 here, I will be getting 2 plus 6b is equal to 5. So that I will be getting b is equal to 1 by 2. So a you are getting 1, b is equal to 1 by 2. So a is 1 means v also will become 1, because 1 by v equal to 1 means v is equal to 1. b 1 by 2 means you will get u is equal to 2. Right? This is how you have to simplify the equations which are not actually in the standard linear form. The first point you have to remember is which terms are repeating for more number of terms. This you have to understand. Continuation, you just have to make sure that numerator is having more number of terms. If you have both numerator and denominator as some terms instead of a constant, in that case try to look for numerator is having more number of terms compared to denominator, so that you can go ahead with splitting like this. Okay. Hope you enjoy this video. In the next class we will see some more important models from the pair of linear equations. Right. Thank you for watching.